Your Amiibo is stupid. It doesn't matter if it's Hard DK or the Inkling that I just trained. Your Amiibo is dumb. But when you look at what this Link is about to do, they don't seem so dumb. That's right. Somehow, a Link Amiibo just connected boomerang, bow, boomerang, forward air. Now I can't even pull that off. So if Amiibo are so stupid, how was he able to do that? To the casual Amiibo trainer, it may look like that Link just had a moment of brilliance. He realized that he could connect boomerang into bow, into boomerang again into forward air, much like how you would just come up with a combo on your own. But expert Amiibo trainers, which is what you will become, know what actually happened. Let's take a look at this again and go through slowly. Take note of how Link hits boomerang first and then bow, then boomerang again into forward air. Let's watch this again and look at how he handles the time between attacks. Boomerang, short hop, bow. Boomerang, short hop, forward air. The reason I said boomerang, short hop, bow, boomerang, short hop, forward air is because that's actually what the Link Amiibo was doing. He wasn't just using boomerang and then realizing he could use bow, for example. This is what's called a subroutine. Now, a subroutine is a set of decisions that an Amiibo makes. There's some ifs and ands to subroutines, which we'll explain in a later Amiibo University video, but for now, all you need to know is that they're called subroutines, and the developers put them in ahead of time. In the next two clips I'm about to show you, keep an eye on the Banjo Amiibo and the Hero Amiibo in the second clip. I want you to pay special attention to them. Here's Banjo's jab lock, jab 1, jab 2 to up smash. And Hero's jab 1 follow-ups, jab 1 into a side special 2. The developers are very clever with how they program their subroutines. You may notice that Banjo's jab 1, jab 2 to up smash is a jab lock on most of the cast. That's because the developers design subroutines so that they have the same function on most of the cast, regardless of weight or damage or knockback. However, it's very important to know the difference between a subroutine versus an accidental combo. In subroutines, it's the same behavior, regardless of how you train the Amiibo. Given enough time, it'll always do exactly that same thing. Given enough time, Banjo will always eventually do jab 1, jab 2, up smash. In this next clip, this is what some might refer to as a combo, string, chain, whatever you want to call it, but it's not a subroutine. It's what we call a coincidental combo, because it's a combo that happened by coincidence. When you watch that, you see that those 4 hits all did connect one into the other. It was frankly quite impressive, especially that it happened on a Bowser. But what you don't see is that happening with other Ryu Amiibo. After all, it's such a cool combo, you can't really replicate it. But that's the problem. You can't replicate it. The developers never programmed that specific combo, or string of combos if you want to call it that, into the Ryu Amiibo. Instead, we call it a coincidental combo because it happened purely randomly. Amiibo choose moves randomly. They use RNG, random number generation. In that case, the Ryu realized, hey, I can hit with these attacks, attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. It rolled the dice on them according to move probabilities in the training. Again, we'll cover this in an Amiibo University episode later. And then it said, screw it, we'll go with this one. And then it kept doing that across the stage, and that's how you get cool moments like that. You should keep these moves in mind when you're training your Amiibo. After all, if it's a useful subroutine that might be really, really good for your Amiibo, why wouldn't you want him to have it? And if it's a really bad one, you would want to avoid using moves that start that subroutine. At AmiiboDoctor.com, the channel name .com, we actually have a very large list of Amiibo training guides, including sections specifically dedicated to the Amiibo AI. Before you train an Amiibo, always check AmiiboDoctor.com for the latest and most accurate information on how to best train that Amiibo and what its AI looks like.